Combining volumes. Okay, let's see what he have to say.
Combining volumes is very easy thing to do. Just get the volume of each shape, then add them.
Okay, so as he said, it's a very easy thing to do. Just get the volume of each shape, then add them. So let's say here we have this solid shape that consists of two rectangular prisms. Rectangular prism 1 and rectangular prism 2. And they have already give us the volume of the first rectangular prism, which is 5 centimeter cube, and the volume of the second rectangular prism, which is 25 centimeter cube. Okay, to get the volume of the solid, we'll just have to add the volumes. So it's volume 1 plus volume 2. So it's 5 plus 25. So let's add them. 5 and 5 is 10. 0 and add 1 here. 1 and 2 is 3. So it's 30. So the answer here is 30 centimeter cube. Okay, exercise 1.
Answer the following exercises.
Okay, find the volume of the following solid figure. Okay, so we have this solid figure here. In order to get the volume, we'll have to divide it into two rectangular prisms. Rectangular prism 1 and rectangular prism 2. So we'll get the volume of the first one, then the volume of the second one, then at the end, add them to get the volume of the solid, or this whole shape here. Okay, so in order to divide them into two rectangular prisms, you have to be wise in this operation. So here, if we take this part only, we'll have 10 as a length. But if we take this here as a rectangular prism, we'll have 15 centimeters the length. So let's deal with 10 because it's much easier number to multiply. So here we have 10 as a length, 7 as width, and 2 as height. So volume 1 will be length times width times height. Okay, so it's 10 times 7 times 2. Okay, let's multiply 7 and 2 first. So it will be 14. Then 10 times 14, it's 140 centimeter cube. So you get the volume of the first one. Let's get the volume of the second one. So we know the length it's 5, the width it's 7. Okay, so it's length times width times height. But what height will we take here? Is it the 8 or the 6? Okay, tell me in the comment section if you know. Is it the 8 or is it the 6? Okay, pause the video and tell me in the comment section. Okay, let me tell you the answer. It will be 8, not 6, because if we take 6, we are taking the length of this part only. Okay, this part only. But if we take the 8, it's from here to here. And that's the height of our rectangular prism. Not only this part from here to here. But it will be this part if we have taken the first one like from here to here as a rectangular prism. But we are done with the decision. So the height here is 8 centimeter. Okay, let's multiply them. 5 times 7 times 8. Let's multiply 7 and 8 first. So we can, if you have hard time multiplying them, remember the finger multiplication trick, or go back and watch this video, and you'll be able to add them very easily. Okay, so 7 times 8, it will be 56. Then 5 times 56. Let's multiply them. So 5 times 6, it's 30. Then 5 times 50, it's 250. So 0 and 0, add them. 0 and 0, it will be 0. 3 and 5, 8. 2 and nothing, 2. So it's 280 centimeter cube. Okay, we got volume 1 and volume 2. Let's get the volume of the whole shape here, or the volume of the solid shape here. So it will be volume 1 plus volume 2. So volume 1 is 140 and volume 2 is 280. Let's add them. 140 plus 280, 0 and 0, it's 0. 4 and 8, it's 12. 2 and add 1 here. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 2 is 4. So the answer here is 420 centimeter cube. Exercise 2. They want us to find the volume of the solid figure. So let's get this as our first rectangular prism here. It's length time width time height. The length will be 5, the width will be 3, the height will be 1. So it's 5 times 3 times 1. So let's take 5 times 3 first. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 times 1 is 15. So it's 15 meter cube. We are done with the first rectangular prism here. Let's take the second. So its length and width and height are the same. It's 2, 2, and 2. So what do we call that? This is a special type of rectangular prism. If you know, tell me in the comments section below. Just pause the video and write it there. Okay, the correct answer, we call it cube. And we can use another rule, to multiply them. Let's say edge length time edge length time edge length, or side length time side length times side length if you prefer it. But the more accurate thing is edge length time edge length time edge length. But also we can consider it a rectangular prism. Multiply time length time width time height. So its length will be 2, its width will be 2, and its height is 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8 meter cube. So we get the first volume and the second volume. Let's get the volume of the solid. So it will be volume 1 plus volume 2. So it's 15 plus 8. Let's add them. 5 plus 8 is 13. 3 and add 1 here. 1 and 1 is 2. So the answer is 23 meter cube. Okay. Exercise 3. Find the volume of the following solid figure. Okay. So here, before we take anyone as our first rectangular prism, if we take this whole part here as a rectangular prism, we will have a length of 10 and a width of 10. But if we take only this part as our rectangular prism, so we'll have a length of 7 and a width of 10 and a height of 2. Oh, let's get rid of this 7. Let's take the 10. It's the easiest one here. So it's 10 times 10 times 2. It's very easy. Length time width time height. So our length here will be 10 and width here will be 10. Our height here will be 10. 10 times 10 times 2. So 10 times 10 is 100. 102, it's 200 inch cube. Okay, let's take the volume of the second rectangular prism. But wait a second here. It will be length time width time height. But before we start, which height should we choose? The 6 inch there, it starts from here and ends here, or the 4? No. Before I answer, pause the video and try to write it in the comment section below. Okay, so the correct answer is 4, because we will take this part only as our rectangular prism extend to this part only, from here to here only. From here to here, it's as if we have taken, this whole part here as our rectangular prism. So this height is not the correct height. This one is the correct one. So it's 3 times 10 times 4. So let's multiply the 3 and the 4 first. So it will be 12. Then 10 times 12 is 120 inch cube. Then the last step here, add volume 1 and volume 2 to get the volume of the solid. It's 200 plus 120. Let's add them. So 0 and 0 is 0, 0 and 2 is 2, 2 and 1 is 3. So it's 320 inch cube. Okay. Exercise 4. It's the same as previous here. Okay. Never ever, when you see any shape like that, take this whole part as your rectangular prism, as you will be left with 3 rectangular prisms. This one you have chosen, and the one at the right, and the one at the left. But luckily here, the one at the right and the one at the left, they are practically identical. So you can just get one and multiply it by 2. But don't do that. Even if, don't do that. Let's stay in the safest and easiest answer we can answer. Let's take this one here as our first rectangular prism. So we'll have length time width time height. Our length here is 9, our width here is 5, our height here is 3. So it's 9 times 5 times 3. So let's start with 9 and 5. 9 times 5 is 45. 45 times 3. Let's multiply them. So 3 times 5, it's 15. Then 3 times 40 is 120. The last step here, add them. 5 and 0, 0. 1 and 2, 5 and 0, 5. 1 and 2, 3. 1 and nothing, 1. So the answer is 135 centimeter cube. Okay, so this here is our second volume, and it have a square base as the length is equal to the width. So volume 2 is length time width time height. The length is 5, the width is 5, the height is 4. So it's 5 times 4. Okay, 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 4, let's multiply them. Okay, 4 times 5, it's 20. Then 4 times 20 is 80. And let's add them. 0 and 0 is 0. 2 and 8 is 10. 0. And add 1 here. So 1 and nothing. So it's 1. So the answer is 100. So it will be 100 centimeter cube. Okay, the volume of the solid here will be volume 1 plus volume 2. So it will be 135 plus 100. So 5 plus 0 is 5. 3 plus 0 is 3. 1 plus 1 is 2. So it's 235 centimeter cube.
Welcome to the HYH Academy Challenge 1. In this challenge, you must get the volume of the following solid shape, knowing that its length is 500 meters, its width is 200 meters, its height is 10 meters, and every rectangular prism is 10 times larger than the one above it.
Okay, just to make sure you understand what he said, what he meant by its length here, he meant this rectangular prism here. So its length is 500 meter, its width is 200 meter, and its height is 10 meter. And you need to get them all. Okay, and also this one here is 10 times larger than this one, and this one is 10 times larger than this one, and so on. Okay, just answer this question and keep it with you and never share it with anyone. Okay, and after we're done with the exams, I'll tell you how to send them to me, and if you got all of my challenges correctly, I'll send you a certificate. Okay, that's it for today, and the next part is just for fun.